If you're here, it's because you probably already know, based on the thumbnail, what's going on. But before I jump into that, this is a video that's taken me a really long time to be able to sit down like this and talk about. And I never really planned on it or anticipated on it. But some things in life just happen beyond our control, beyond what we want. We have to just be able to keep going and find a way to survive and to get through. So for the last year, Hannah and I were separated. We have not been living in the same home. We've been co-parenting and living completely like we've been divorced. About 6 months ago, Hannah filed for divorce. You see, the way that I viewed marriage was you live together, you grow together, you die together. And with that being said, I stayed in a relationship probably for way too long, and Hannah as well. And I think it's important to remember that divorce doesn't happen overnight. I realize that this might come across very abrupt to you. We disappeared and kind of vanished off of YouTube for the last 2 years. Jumped on here and there with a couple random videos, but I think that you guys, and I think that you were able to kind of sense that things weren't right, that there was tension between the two of us, and that things just weren't working. We started going down this path of like deconstructing our faith, our religion, I guess I should say. Still have the faith, but had to throw out a lot of things with religion. Actually, religion in general. Religion is man-made, right? Spiritual is not. So as we were going through that process of deconstructing a lot of the religious hurts and traumas and things that we endured through the church and Christianity, I think we really began to finally find ourselves as adults now, right? Hannah and I got together when we were really young, and really grew up together. Got pregnant young, raised kids young. We were together for 19 years. We rushed into marriage, eloping in Nashville. I'm not gonna lie, looking back at things, like, there was red flags right from the beginning, and I'm sure Hannah would probably agree, but I'll speak for me. She can speak for her, but I ignored a lot of things because I was young and dumb and insecure and lost. And I met her when I was depressed, and I was going through a lot of changes, and I had gotten type 1 diabetes, and even though that doesn't sound like that big of a deal, for me, for some reason, it was really hard to accept. I saw myself as less. I struggled with that my whole life. And even just in everything that I would do, I was very sensitive to criticism, all those types of things, just my whole life. And some of that got carried into the relationship as well. And there's different types of personalities and different types of things, but there were some incompatibilities and dysfunctions inside of our marriage and relationship just from day one, right? From before the time we even met in person. Like every relationship, there were some good times and there were some pretty bad times. The divorce was actually mutual, which was good. We had a lot of conversations for years leading up to the choice to actually get divorced. When it comes to the kids, I guess I'll address YouTube as well. Everything that you saw on YouTube, I think it's important to remember this. A lot of it was real. A lot of it was putting on our happy faces like Instagram. It was a highlight reel. And a lot of it came down to an entertainment side, right? A lot of it was like we were there to entertain. We were creating a show. And we knew that the audience was young at the time, and that it didn't make sense to dump a bunch of adult things on you guys during that time. But also we were truly trying to make the best out of every situation. Like, we believed, whether that was naive or not, we believed a lot of the things that we were saying, right? And I think I also tried to paint this image of what I wanted life to be, but I knew what I wanted. There was always this longing for something inside of me, like my soul was always searching for a soulmate, which was odd. I never understood it. Even within the first year of marriage, I would feel it and think it, and I would like, this seems weird. And I remember early on thinking to myself, like, I married the wrong person. I'm with the wrong person. Like, those thoughts were in my head a lot. I remember getting pretty depressed early on and anxious and anxiety, because I realized I think I made a big mistake. I think I made a huge mistake rushing into this marriage after 7 days. Like, I don't have a clue what I'm doing in life. I was only 20 or 21, and Hannah was only 20 at the time. There was a lot of hurts, as is every relationship. I do believe that a lot of times relationships can work, even if there's incompatibilities, as long as two people are working together to achieve a common goal. People can endure a lot. But what I will say is, when you get married young and you live a ton of life and you realize you are not that person anymore, you have an opportunity to take a step back and ask yourself, is this my story? Does this still work for us? You know, and the question that me and Hannah asked is this causing more damage on our kids and our family with our daily dysfunction than it would if we no longer lived in the same home? And the answer was yes, it was. And we had to make that very difficult choice to end things. And Hannah moved out. This was in December of last year. It was one of the most difficult times leading up to that decision. I had quit this incredible client that I was working with that was paying more than enough to cover all the bills. Pretty much burned my business to the ground. My nervous system was completely destroyed, where I went to therapy all the time and to a psychologist and tried to figure out, like, what's wrong? Why am I lacking the motivation? Why am I struggling to do this? Why am I having a hard time keeping up with my clients? And what we found out is that my nervous system was in a really bad place. And I needed time to heal and to really self-reflect. So over the last year, I've just taken a ton of time to really take a look at my reactions and to be slow to anger and to just not react, but instead just respond with grace and kindness and love. It's taken a long time to get to this point, and I still struggle, right? I'm a human, right? I still get moody, I still get grumpy, I still get tired, and all those things. But oddly enough, I'm actually at a place of peace, finally. It's taken a long time to get here. I still have bad days, I still have good days, but the majority of the days are good days. Me and Hannah have officially gotten divorced. We are registered, filed with the courts, and it's done. And I just want to say thank you, and that we love you from the bottom of our hearts. Everybody who's come on this journey from us from 2015 till now, if you're still watching this, thank you. I do want to kind of give you a heads up for the future of this channel and what you can expect. I am going to here soon probably change the name of the channel from Sly Fox Family over to probably just my name. If you've been watching for a long time, then you know that it was kind of the majority of this vlog was always kind of me narrating and talking about what's going on. If you're interested in what life looks like now with me as a solo dad, as an entrepreneur, I'm trying to build a brand new business where I'm helping entrepreneurs and online businesses grow on YouTube, of all places, going, here's what we did to grow, here's what worked, here's what didn't work, here's the mistakes we made, here's what I would avoid, and here's how to make money like we did and turn YouTube into a full-time job. So if that's something you're interested in, and you want to grow your personal brand and become an influencer or YouTuber, I got a link down below. Go check it out, because I would love to help you out with that. But that's not what this video is about. I'm not trying to actually sell you something. I just want to let you know it's there if you want it. But anyway, the future of this channel is going to be still a vlog channel. I am going to continue having Caspian and Jaden on here. They are going to have a camera. Currently they go back and forth because we have a custody agreement. I actually live in Holland, Michigan, which is actually where I was born, which is funny. So I came back here after 20 something years of being gone. I left, I think, when I was 18 and never really came back. So I'm here now. As you can see, I'm on this beautiful rooftop right here, living on the beach. The beach is right over here. You might even be able to hear the water, which is actually pretty incredible. But another life update is actually when I moved out here, surprisingly, I ended up meeting an incredible soul, an incredible human. Her name is Stephanie. We have been dating for a few months now, and I actually love her with all my heart, which was completely surprising because I had written off dating altogether. I was like, I'm not dating. I'm just going to get out of all this financial debt that was racked up inside the marriage and get financially freedom, you know, that kind of stuff. Travel more, not date, and work on my healing. And some of those things happened, but also I feel like the universe and God had a different plan and brought someone incredible into my life. And I really truly believe that some people come into your life at the right time to help you heal. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, that happened within a year of us being separated and divorced, but that's what it is. This incredible woman named Stephanie also has 6 kids, which is crazy. She's Asian American, which is incredible. And so you're going to be seeing a lot of new people on this channel as we go forward. I do have a few vlogs that I had filmed when I was still living in California, like Jaden getting her wisdom teeth out. That will be the next video. They're just too good. And also, at the end of the day, this is also just a library of us to be able to look back on our lives as a family and just enjoy documenting what's going on. And if you want to come along with that, I would love for you guys to stay. We got lots of new videos coming. I would like to get up to the point where maybe I could do daily again, maybe. I'm pretty busy, but if I can, I would love to. But you have my commitment that I'm going to post as many times as I can per week, even if that's just one. But I would love to get to a lot more. So if you're still watching, you know, everybody asks a lot of questions about some things like what happened with these other YouTube channels and other relationships, you know, that we were vlogging with all the time. I would love to cover that. I'm actually going to be doing some podcasts with some of those people, and we can talk about some of those things, but I'll link that down below to the new podcast that I'm actually getting ready to launch later on this month. And I think that's the life updates. Jaden is now 17. She's dating a really incredible person who we love very, very, very much. So you'll see them on this channel as well. We also, Caspian is now, he's getting ready to turn 13. Wow, holy crap, 2 teenagers at one time, that's crazy. Very soon, and he's going to be on this channel a lot, and soon I will introduce to you the entire bunch, because with my girlfriend's 6 children, that puts 7, 8 with me, 9, 10, there's 10 of us all together, so 8 children between the 2 of us, all living in this pretty awesome, pretty massive beach house on Lake Michigan. So I really do love you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. And if you have any questions about the divorce, the kids, custody, whatever, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to respond or even make shorts or videos. I would love to hear if you guys want to see anything specific now that I am a solo dad, still being a vlogger and a YouTuber. And trying to think of anything else, but I think that is it maybe for this video. And make sure that you guys, you know, like it, comment, subscribe. It's been so long I don't even remember anymore. So if you want to interact with this video to show some support and help the algorithm start boosting the channel back up so we can get some views, because ultimately I would love to get paid a little bit, not gonna lie. You know, after the divorce, like I said, there were some financial things that I had to take care of, that I'm still taking care of, so any little bit helps, but no pressure. But if you want to interact with this video so we can get some views, it would be massively appreciated. But love you guys, and I think about you as the audience all the time. I really truly do. always have, and moving forward you're going to have nothing but honesty, authenticity, genuineness, no more performative type stuff. If we're having fun, it's because we're having fun. If we're not filming, it's probably because we're having a bad day, because all of us are going through a lot. But if we show up, we're going to show up for you, and yeah, we're going to be here. So I will talk to you guys on the next video. I don't know why I did that weird hand gesture, but a little bit awkward because it's like vlogging again for the first time. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. I appreciate you. And I used to always tell you this when you guys were young. You are worth loving, and so am I.